And we're back at it like a bad habit, chat. Red Nation in the cut. What's good, guys? I just wanted to say thank you so much, man. The channel has been growing crazy and you guys have really been rocking with my videos. Today we're going to be talking about the L59 Minigun on Alien Fireteam. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit that sub if you're new. Don't forget to drop a notification bell because we need that. Thanks. Let's fucking get it. And we're back at it like a bad habit, chat. Red Nation in the cut. Okay, so today was a very productive day. The reason why today was productive is because the Phalanx class came out and I got to take a look at that and toy around with it a little bit. I didn't actually play on it, but because my friends were playing on it, so we were trying to make like balanced groups as we were running. But I will be playing on it tomorrow. But I got to look at a lot of cool stuff, right? But today is not about the Phalanx. Today we're going to talk about the L59 minigun. And as you guys can see in the chat, I am the first one to get this thing to rank 4. So, ask me, chat. Red, how was it? Is it good? Is it bad? Is it trash? Here's the answer to that question. Okay, so through my advanced studying and grinding of this goddamn weapon, right? It's decent. We're gonna talk about it right now. Let me, I'm gonna take off all the modifications, right? I'm gonna take off all the mods, and we're just gonna talk about the weapon as is. And the reason why I'm doing this weapon highlight is because, is it worth 10,000 credits, right? That's what I would like to know. Is this weapon worth 10,000 credits? And my answer to that is maybe. And I'm gonna tell you why. So the damage is 188, right? You get 188 damage on this bad boy. And you have something called charge time. Now, unlike the Smartgun, right, that I normally run with, trying to level this thing up was a little more complicated. Number one, there is no smart aim assist on this minigun, which means that you don't have any form of locking on to any target. So you have to actually shoot shit with this. But oh god damn, does it feel good when you hit, because it hits hard. Really fucking hard. You deal about, let me think, maybe about 70 damage, maybe 80 damage, and over 140 damage on weak spots, more than the Smartgun per shot. And it holds the same amount of ammo in the same capacity. That doesn't change. That's basically the same at that point, right? And not even talking about mods, just raw damage, testing this bad boy out. It was very interesting. The overall aesthetics for the gun is nice. I love the fact that when you change the skin, right? Let's look, for example, let's say I go chromatic. Chromatic gives me like a yellow, right? Let's say I go this one red, it gives me a red, right? If I go purple, this is my favorite one, by the way, chat. Right? It doesn't matter which color you go. It has really cool aesthetics, and it changes the color of your rate of fire when you're firing at the edge of the gun, you know, like where the muzzle is. It has this big colorful wave. It looks nice animation wise, like it looks good. But here's the problem. When you're first leveling this weapon, as you can see, the stability is 67. That thing just, no joke, the weapon controls you at level 1. No stars, the weapon is controlling you. Good luck playing this on insane difficulty with your friends, thinking you're gonna just kill a bunch. You're not. You're gonna start off slow. It's gonna be sluggy. The reload speed is 3 seconds. You know, like it's just a lot, right? But obviously, if you've been playing this for a while, you will have modifications. So let's talk about it, and let's talk about the do's and don'ts for these modifications. Because as I was going through trial and error, trying to figure out what mods to use, I think I figured out the perfect way to use this. Alright, number one, starting with the muzzle. So on my Smartgun, right, as you guys know, I discussed that in a previous video. On the Smartgun, I'm using the extended flash hider. As you know, this is the one that makes things explode when you hit weak spots. Okay, and it increases the range. Alright, the counter break is great for stability, right, and for accuracy. This will significantly help you, and I'm not joking, right, control your gun. At level 1, use counterbalance break. Please use this at level 1. Because if you don't, your gun is going to be flying all over the place. You use something else with like handling, for example, and range and weak point, your gun's gonna be flying everywhere. I used the extended flash hider when I first started going into horde mode with this thing, thinking I was gonna get the wave 50 on casual and just kind of grind experience. The flash hider is great, right? When you hit, but you're not hitting very often at the start because this thing is flying all over the goddamn place, right? So counterbalance break is what I use just for level 1 until you can get, you know, the levels up with it and get a little bit of training with the control of the weapon. Alright? But I will be using the extended flash hider. And here's why. With the mods that I have, I can get my stability up and still take care of, you know what I mean? Like all of the mobs and shit like that. Like, because like I've been practicing with this because like it took me a while to get this to rank 4. It's only been a day, but like I've been grinding this goddamn all day. Alright, so I got a couple of new barrels, right? I got this progressive rifling barrel, and I think that's it for the barrels. So the barrel that I've been using, right? And like I know you guys may be like, well, why are you using this one? So normally I would recommend the hammer forge rifling, right? The 50% chance on hit on enemies deal 20% less damage for 5 seconds. It's really, really good for that stumble, right? Because like when you're using a machine gun, like stumble procs a lot when you're shooting 100 rounds, right? So if I went with this one, for example, you know what I'm saying? That stumble chance is 10, but like you also get a 25% that bonus. You know what I'm saying? Like it just works itself out. But what I was using and what I will continue to tell you guys to invest into is the Miller twist rifling. That handling, that stability, that slow, that's what you guys are going to need. And if you guys look right here, your stability has gone up, which is kind of what we're looking for here, is better control over the weapon. It already has the damage, right? You don't need more fire. You don't need more fire rate, right? Now, the reason why I went with this one is because of the handling, right? But you can go with the hybrid rifling. There's no wrong answer here, right? The slowing of enemies, if an enemy is slow, it's a lot easier to hit it. Wink, wink, right? But hybrid rifling, after you get it maxed, is what you want to do for the max stability. You don't need Miller once you get it maxed, okay? You don't need Miller. You don't. So, next up, armatures. Okay, so Daddy got a new armature, right? And I think it's fucking amazing, right? For this gun. Now, for my smart gun, not as much. So, the deep railed armature, right? This is what everybody's been recommending, including myself. I've been recommending use your deep railed armature, right? Use this one for the minigun, right? But here's the problem. Here's the problem with this deep railed armature, right? The reload speed is great because it brings you to 331, and you do reload this thing pretty fast, right? But this, you don't waste as many bullets because your fire rate is slower than the smart gun. You don't waste as many bullets as fast, and you have a little bit more control over how you fire your bullets, right? So I don't think personally, me, right, reload speed is that important. Now I've tested out the hybrid on it, and I've tested out the stabilizing one, right? But this one right here is a new one that I got from doing the insane mission priority level number 2 out of a box, right? And this one gives you max ammo and handling. That's exactly what you want, because you're gonna see what happens is, let me show you. You're gonna see what happens is when I'm firing this thing, it's just a lot. But look, I'm locked in that middle, right? But like, let me show you the difference now, right? When I don't have any mods on this thing. And obviously some of you guys may have mods, but if you don't play Demolition and you're curious now because you like to look at that minigun, like it may feel and look different, all right? So aiming right back to where I started over there. And as you can see, I have to drag it down. It's not, and it keeps wanting to fly upwards. And the further away you are, the faster that thing flies up. All right? So keep that in mind when trying to figure out what you want to put on your gun. Okay? Because all of those are going to make crazy differences. Okay? Once again, I'm going with this one. You guys can go with the reload speed if you want. Like I said, it's not a wrong answer. It's, for me, it's just how that works. But as you can see, look at the level of control I have here. It still wants to go up because it's far away, but I'm able to control that significantly better. And that's because of the handling of the gun. This thing sprays out a lot very quickly. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's crazy. And it has a wind up time. Be mindful. You see, like, that wind up, we're going to talk about it. Let's talk about it. I'm going back to loadout. All right, so the wind up, right? So literally when you first get the gun, that wind up time is about, I'm not going to lie to you, maybe like 2 seconds. Probably like maybe a little bit less than that. Maybe like a second 80, somewhere around there. It's long, right? It has to rotate and spin about 4 or 5 times at no stars before it fires around. But once it does, it'll just start spitting, right? But at rank 1, you get that 5 charge time. That reduces how many times it needs to go around. And then at level 2, you get fire rate. So that's just more bullets coming out faster, right? And then level 3, more charge time. And that's at that way now it only takes me like 1 or 2 spins and then it goes off, right? But this is what makes the gun popular in my opinion. This is what's going to make it, is it like make it or break it, the level 4, right? So you have that 0.5 fire rate on shots. This effect stacks up to 20 times, right? Listen, when you're fighting a boss, right? Let's say you're fighting Monica, or you're fighting a Praetorian, or you're shooting at the Queen for fun, because that's what I like to do. You're going to be firing bullets so goddamn fast, you're going to run out of ammo. And like, it does reset on your reload, right? But in the midst of firing, you hit something 20 times, and your fire rate is now at like 21 or something like that. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. Like with the gunner bonuses and everything that's happening, like you can easily push like 30 fire weight. Like it's insane what you can do with your team with this weapon. And as you can see, there's not a really heavy fall off on the damage. The more you shoot, it's pretty consistent. It's pretty consistent. All right. Now the extended flash hider. Well read. If you have to use this gun, right, and it doesn't have auto aim, why would you use the extended flash hider? Bro, that damage from extended flash hider is just too good right now. If you accidentally hit something in the weak point shooting far away and you hit it, it's going to blow up and it's going to deal extra damage to other stuff. You'll find yourself not having to kill other things because you're blowing things up. It's just useful, right? And like the other ones, they're just not as useful. This one helps with accuracy and you don't need that. Right, because like at max now with this 70, 74, you won't need it. The triangular hider, right, for the weak point damage and the effective range and handling, you just don't need it. It's just not good. Now, if there was another muzzle here, that's different. I don't know. I don't have too many other muzzles for this, right? But the flash hider is fine. It's fine. All right, guys. So this is the L59 minigun, and I'm glad that I'm the first one on YouTube to be able to showcase it. In the comments below, let me know what you guys think. Hit me up with any questions that you may have. And I think that's pretty much it. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go through all of the different skins that I own and show you the different color schemes. And the spray chromatic, in case you guys are wondering where the fuck I got this skin from, because I haven't seen it before. This skin came out of a loot box on Priority 1 mission. On Intense. Now this one, it gives you that gold tip. That shit is pretty as fuck. Now this skin is bugged. What I mean by this is bugged is that if you use this skin, right, you're going to get a bright flash of blue when you're shooting. Please guys, do not use this skin while leveling, because I had to find out the hard way why it did that, and it was just because the skin is bugged. Alright, so this has been your boy Red Nation, guys. Stay up, stay blessed, stay toxic, man. I love y'all. God bless. Peace out.